Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a great day so far and that your second week of the semester is a splendid one. This week you have 3 different things that are going to be due. I want to go through them and go through the calendar and show you some very important due dates and when you should be worried about turning things in. Okay, so this is my instructor view. It looks a little different from your own, but I'm able to access everything I need to. So I'm going to click on this. Such a pretty picture to me. And I'm going to click on Lab 1 because that's where we are. It was great to get the wonderful introductions from you all. You have a lot of different interests, which is great. And I think that's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so here we are. This is Lab 1. If you took Bio 1, this is very reminiscent of your first lab. So I apologize for the redundancy, but it's always good to have a review of statistics and how to do experimental design. So in this lab, you're going to be looking at some data about cereal. So about nutritional values of different cereals. And before you get started, to access this lab, make sure that you have completed the lab orientation, or you may not be able to see this. Also, if you tried to view it earlier, it was taken down and put back up, and it should be good now. But if you have problems, please let me know. Essentially, they have tried to make a lot of group components with these projects, and I would like for you all to try to get to know each other. And I want to set guidelines and boundaries for our netiquette, so how we behave on the internet. We need to be mindful of others' feelings and respectful of that. Okay, so I'll have to talk about that another time. So this is Lab 1. You have a pre-lab. So what you want to do is definitely read this before you take that quiz. So you can download the PDF. You can probably leave it open, complete the quiz. And if you have questions, you can post it on the Q&A and hopefully someone will pick that up, or you can email me, right? So this is actually a 2-week lab. So this current week and the next we'll be working on this lab. There are essentially 5 different parts, and you will be working in groups to help complete this project. So I'm not sure if you are able to see what group you're already in, but our section has project groups 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice, huh? Well, we've got week 1 here. So basically week 1, you want to get parts 1 through 3 finished. So you want to complete this experimental design project. What does that mean? I'll show you. You want to post in the discussion early and make sure you also respond to others. And you all need to work as a group to compile one document that you turn in as a group that will be graded. Okay, so let's start with 1. All right, so this says graded quiz and that it's 25 points, but you have no time limit. That means you can just keep working on it. And there are lots of different questions about the breakfast cereal data set. So here are what I would call metadata about cereal. And metadata describes data. So there are many different metadata categories for cereal in this case. And yes, let's just roll through those. So there are many questions associated with this, and I will not preview it, but know that this is due by Thursday. We'll go back to the calendar. Don't worry. Anyway, let's go back. I always, like, if I get lost, I either go home or go to the modules. I'm gonna go home and act like I'm going back to lab 1, which I am. And let's see. So definitely before you take the quiz, do the reading. All right. And you want to participate in the discussion. So what is that? Here's where those groups are. So basically 5, 6, 7, 8, they randomly just assigned you to 4 different groups, and you're going to have to think of different project ideas that you could study using this serial data and propose different potential project ideas and talk with each other, engage, and decide which one you think would be the best idea to do, what would be the coolest question to ask, or something like that. All right, let's go back again to home. So you'll be talking in groups there, and then I just want to go to the third part and then show you the calendar. So part 3, I want you to work together to make sure everybody is participating in this. So you can contact me anonymously, and that's fine. If you have a group member that's really not pulling their weight, but remember that that could be happening to you. So make sure that you're respectful of one another's time and try to design a good proposal. So you're going to work together to do this part. It may be best to share a Google Doc or something like that. I'm not sure how involved you want to get with talking. That's basically up to your group. So you're going to develop a proposal together to outline your experimental design. And you're going to submit that to me. And that will be due May 24th at midnight. All right. So essentially everything in part 1 is going to lead you into this assignment. And once you get there, things will make a lot more sense. If you have individual questions, please let me know. I will be adding supplemental material for this assignment. I'm going to go back home once again. If you need help with statistics or something like that. There's one more thing I wanted to show you all. Oh yeah, the calendar. I'm so sorry. I blanked out for a moment. The calendar. So the thing about the calendar, I think it's really neat that you can adjust it to have either a monthly calendar, just like every normal, calendar. I'm adding in the course now. I guess I didn't have it clicked. So here, we're in the month of May, 1 week into the semester. I like the weekly view because that's not super intimidating. So look over here. If you have it on the weekly view, you can also see the month over here, what date you're currently on, and anything with the black box around it means that there's something due on that date. So you can set reminders for yourself for those dates, write those down, or just look on the calendar, or you could just copy this agenda as well. So if you click on agenda, you see everything that's coming up. This is not your section, but the first thing that's going to be due is not due until Wednesday. So you have a while to work on that. Okay, that pre-lab quiz is due on Wednesday. Introduce yourself is also due on Wednesday if you haven't done so or you just switched into this course. So those correspond to the different boxes. May 20th. The pre-lab is due at midnight. May 21st. we've got this group discussion. So that's going to be, you'll need to post by Thursday, one initial post. After that, you need to respond to at least 2 other posts and try to be thoughtful in your response if you can go a little deeper. All right, the next box is on the 24th, and that's when part 3 and part 1 are due. So just refer to the calendar, and if you have questions, please ask. Do not hesitate to ask at all. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. So thank you.